So hold on. Let me ask a question then around this one. So obviously brand, I think we all agree brand is important, and being the leader in your category is important. So let's talk category.
Yeah.
How do we feel about it? Is it overdone? I'm kind of getting to a point that everybody seems to think that their product can be a new category. Everybody wants to create a category. We have tales of, category king winning and so on. But after those tales, I don't have many that hold up. And I've seen numerous times where a lot of these category creators and kings at the time don't win.
Sure.
Yeah. So, well, first of all, by the way, on our list of guests will be the category design advisors. We'll have them on. I'm doing a workshop with them next week in New York.
And I have done a workshop with them. And what I'll say is, yes, people don't do it well, but if you do it well, you generally do win. You generally do win. And I think that it's only normal to look at either your brand as like, oh, I don't know if this is a whole category or not, or I'm already playing in a category. How do I carve out a niche for myself? But it can be done. And I don't think we have the space on this podcast to talk through it. And we're going to have that team on. So at some point they'll talk through it. But man, when it is executed, it rocks, which is true for everything. Email marketing can be incredible if you're really good at it, but most people stink at it, right? And so I think the same is true for category design.
Yeah, Judd, I think you bring up the use case that is the problem, which is we all read Play Bigger, which is a great book, right? It made total sense. And like the examples in category king and category winners is like exciting. The issue though you brought up is like, I think Matt and I talked to Mike Damphouse about it in the Scale Venture Partners office, which was too many people think they need to make a new category.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the issue that you're bringing up. I used to see this all the time as an analyst, man. It was like, I was an analyst for 9 years and people would come and go, we think there's a new category and it's this. Okay. So I'm going to tell you 2 stories, then we'll move on. So one is, did I tell you guys this story? So one of the things I did was I brought the guys that founded Eloqua and Marketo together, right? And I said, like, give me the oral history. We're doing this. I think I brought it up the other day, but like one part of that was the category design. And they had tried revenue performance management and it failed, right? Like I think Marketo had it on their website for 4 months, maybe Eloqua had it for 5. Okay. So that was, John Miller's like, go look at the Wayback Machine, man. Like you'll see that we tried it, we went hard at it, and we pulled back and we called ourselves marketing automation. All of us in the space thought marketing automation was the wrong term, but that didn't matter because the buyers gravitated to it. Yeah. And Steve Woods, who was taking the call while on a walk in Toronto, goes, here's the thing is we were selling them something they didn't want. He's like, the buyers decide the category, and that's the biggest mistake everyone makes.
Yeah.
And in that, if the like Damphouse, so Matt and I brought up to Mike Damphouse, he runs Category Design Advisors, and he works with Kevin Minnie, who was one of the writers of Play Bigger, right? We said, like, what do you do when there's already a category? He's like, you carve your niche out. If Gartner already created the category, it's a category.
Yeah.
Now try to figure out how to win there. Right. And that's what you're talking about, Judd, which is like, we can't all start creating new categories. Yeah. Right. And that's bad. Yep. What's now, if you can be the one to invent CRM, you're going to, it's good. Okay. Then you brought the second issue is the category king doesn't always hold their throne. And I still think that's true, but they still got to where they are because they won that category. They built it and defined it. Like right now, it's the sales engagement platform market. That thing's up in the air again, right? And like, but it's still a category, and they, and those guys have all tried to create new category. Oh, it's custom.
Well, and I think that's one of the big problems though, is they're all trying to create their own category within a category, which confuses the market.
Yeah.
But when they unify around it, whether it's marketing automation or anything they want, the unified approach creates the category. And I think that people keep thinking that there's this, my company is going to create the category. And it's like, category doesn't exist if there's only one of you.
That's right.
That's
It doesn't exist if there's one of you. Number two is if remember, for me, the category design thing is really simple, which is the buyer can articulate the category value prop without talking about the vendors. The vendors are second, right? So they go right now, you go to the market and say, you know what, we need a CRM. Now let's go look at it. You know what, we need marketing automation. Now let's go look at it. That's when you that's when the flex happens, man. That's when like, okay, now you got to compete, sure, but like it's because, but that's where the buyers are. That's where they go to. And I think that's really important. Anyway, we'll make that another. We'll make that.
So hold on.
Yeah,
I don't know about you, but I haven't seen Craig this animated in a while, so I'm gonna let you keep rolling. Man, you're excited. I love it.
Was I? That's that. I mean,
I think the COVID's going away.
Thanks for tuning in to GTM Unfiltered. To hear our innovative insights and strategies, visit gtmunfiltered.com. Be sure to subscribe and leave us a review on your favorite podcast platform. Until next time.